Hi there everyone, this is Prabhat here, and in this particular video we are going to build a static website using Jekyll. Okay, so if you don't know what Jekyll is, it's a static site generator that designed for building minimal and static and simple and flexible website. Okay, so in this video we'll walk through how to install necessary dependency, how to install Jekyll, and how to set up a powerful Jekyll block, and we'll explore some Jekyll themes. Okay, so I am using Ubuntu 20.04, and if you are using Windows or Mac, the setup and installation is going to be a little bit different, but the concept will remain same. Okay, so Tom Preston created Jekyll to enable people to block using simple static HTML website. And what Jekyll does, it takes your content written in Markdown and it passes it through your template and spit it out as a complete static website ready to be served. And you can deploy your Jekyll site in GitHub also. Okay, so there are some advantages going with static. It's the simplicity. Fast would be the simplicity, and unlike other CMS like WordPress or any other CMS, Jekyll doesn't have any database. It's the static only, and it is fast and it's minimal, and you can control its design and everything. Okay, so before wasting any time, let's run some commands and install Jekyll on our system. So first thing first, let's do one update. Now it is done. Then copy this command, then let it finish. Okay, so actually I have installed this before, so it is already installed. If it is not installed, it is going to take some minutes, then the Ruby will get installed. Okay, then after installing, you need to check the version. It must be higher than 2.1. so let's check. Ruby version is higher. Then we need to check the Jam version also. It is 3.1.2. now we can go ahead and install Jekyll. So the way you can install Jekyll is Jam install Jekyll bundler. It's going to take some minutes, then it will install. As you can see, it is already installed in our system, and actually I have done this step before, you can see here. And Jam install Jekyll bundler, it took some time and installed. Okay, so if it's not getting installed, you need to use sudo command to install. And in the documentation, it's written that it's best to import the sudo command. I mean the root user. You can use this to set it up. I have actually done this before, so I directly installed with Jam install Jekyll bundler. Okay, so let's check the Jekyll version and see if it is installed or not. And Jekyll is 4.1.1 right now. So let's create a Jekyll static site on our local machine. You can open our terminal is there. So the way you can create a Jekyll site is you can type Jekyll, then new, then your site name. In my case, I am going to use my site name as my site. So what it will do, it will generate a site, Jekyll site. Let's wait for some seconds or minutes maybe, and it will generate. See, it is generated. Okay, and let's go to the site by cd my site. So we went inside the folder, and you can see it has built the site. So now we need to build the project, so that we will be able to run this project, run the site. Sorry, so let's copy this command and bundle exec Jekyll serve. Now it has generated our website, and we can go to the site and open the link and it will open. See, we have generated a Jekyll site right now. Okay, so let's explore all this file what it has generated. These files, let's stop. You can stop this server by pressing Ctrl+C. So let's explore what are the files. Okay, I am opening this folder on VS Code. So as you can see, let's wait for some second. As you can see, let's open the VS Code side by side. As you can see, it has generated all this file for us, and there is a 404.html. It's like the default 404 page. There is a config.yml. It's the configuration of this website only, and this site, it holds all our generated site files and everything. This post holds all our post of our website. Okay, and this gem file, it contains all the dependency. We can see this gem file contains all the dependency. Then other are normal. So there is one other file called index.md. It contains a markdown file of our index page, this our home page, and about that md, about that markdown, it contains, and this is the about page. And let's see the site. Now it's not running. We need to run it again by exec Jekyll sir, and let's refresh this. So this is one post. It's called welcome to Jekyll. Let's open this post. You can see all this, and you can browse this post via this, and it is this is the site. Sorry, this is the post. You can create the new post using this convention, which must be written here. We can read this out and create a new post here also. Okay, then let's go back and go to this about page. This is the basic about page, and you can see about.md, and it's all this written here. Then our home page is called index.markdown, and you can see this is the home. Okay, so this is the basic Jekyll page. You can you know now how to build and run it on your local machine. Let's browse some Jekyll themes and run it in our local machine. So simply you can type Jekyll themes, and you can go to any of this website. I am going to this free Jekyll themes website, and you can see you can browse some themes here, and you can browse any free themes here. So suppose if you choose this beautiful theme, and you can see how it looks, and you can go to this beautiful theme page on GitHub. There are some inbuilt things that you can go and browse in any one of you if you want. Okay, and let's clone this, run it in our machine. So let's stop the server. Let's clone it, git clone. And if git is not installed in your system, it will not work. So you can install git by sudo apt install git. So I am cloning it. Now it's cloned. Let's go to the folder. My mistake, I cloned it in my site. Sorry. Let's clone it again. It's not a problem, but I don't like. I have created one project already, so I've cloned in my home folder. So let's go to this folder, and you can see we are in beautiful Jekyll folder, and there are a lot of files that are available here because it's an inbuilt theme. So the way we run this theme or run this website is in 3 steps. It's written here. So where is the build command? Okay, so advanced installation instruction, remote thing. Okay, all these things are installed, and now no, not this is also not the right. Okay, let's run our bundle exec jekyll serve. Bundle install, it will install all the gem dependency from its files. Let's wait for some second. Oh, it is already installed, it is now installed. Then let's run this way, bundle exec jekyll serve. Sorry for the background noise. Now it is installed. You can go to the site where see, now you can browse the site and you can edit this theme according to your own preference, and you can read the documentation about this and how to add your own content and how to serve this on GitHub. I'll make probably another tutorial about how to serve this on GitHub. So this is basically it, and if you want to try other sites also, you can basically try. Let's try some other site. Not this is some paid one. Let's try this one. Let's stop this server and let's close this one. Let's try this one. Let's clone this repository. Let's go to this folder. Now do bundle install. It will install all the Ruby dependency. There is no gem file. I think it is probably outdated or something. No, you can run it via this. So you need to read a little bit documentation to know how to run this. Most of the sites you can run it by just using bundle install if the gem file is present, and then you can serve with bundle exec jekyll serve. But sometimes it is different. You can go back to the documentation, read about it, and then you can run. Let's stop this, and basically you can go to any of this theme, you can browse them, and you can read the documentation how to run the website on your system. Okay, so that's it for this video. If you have any questions or any critiques, you can post it in your comment, and that's it.